From here, flutter your eyes open. I'll do this more or less facing the camera, so you're welcome to mirror me if you want to. Or again, your right's my right, your left, my left, your left, yeah? Bring your awareness down your left leg, because we are going to stand on the left leg. Your right leg curls up. Allow the upper body here to soften, yeah? Curl your right leg up, light interlacing of the fingers. Catch. Once your hands are on your shin, push through your standing leg, lengthen up the body, hug that knee as close to you as you can. Plantar flex your ankle, so point your toes down, and add this. Add this. Flick the toes, yeah? And stay here. You are welcome to stay here if this is enough. Or, if you want to, left hand, left hip, extend your right knee, your right hand supports your knee. You're welcome to do this. Or, hold on to the blade of your foot and extend. Plantar flex your ankles, but flick the toes. Whichever pose you're doing, bring that leg out to the side. Yeah, I'm doing it with my Balinese dancer. Bring your hand on the inside of your knee and out to the side. So you're either this or down here, or you're holding on to your leg, or you're holding on to your foot. Yeah, you're welcome to do any of those. From here, coming back to center. Bring your lifted limbs, your arms and your right leg to the back. Just a high warrior 3, but I want you to squeeze your limbs here. Squeeze your armpits in. You're lengthening out your lifted leg. You're squeezing your gluteal muscle, your buttock, because that will inform the lift of the leg and the tilt of the body. From here, release the pose. Bring your ankle to your knee. Hands in a prayer pose. Elbows out to the side this time. My balance is off because I keep changing my angle. But your elbows are pushing in to your hands, yeah? Measure of your elbows down to the measure of your leg. Breathing here. From here, lift up. Now, let's do a tree pose. Balance is not cooperating with me today. Foot comes as high as you can into your thigh. If balance is wonky here or this foot keeps sliding down, go past your knee, never this, on your calf or even down here on the mat, yeah? Hands also have quite a few options. On your hips, in a prayer pose, but you're pushing in, yeah? You're squeezing your hands together here. Or what I call my sapling, or an open canopy, up to you. Choose your combo, yeah? A lot of positions for the legs and the feet and the hands here. Choose your combo. From here, release the pose, and I'll reset myself once again. Release the pose, right leg to the back, please. Lengthen out your body here. Push down through both legs. Lengthen out the body, hugging and lifting. Hands interlace, flip them over, and press. Open the neck. In a high lifted, intense side stretch. From here, release the fingers, allow your arms to drift out to the back. Hinge on your hips, yeah? Don't bow down, hinge on your hips, belly down, bend your knees here if you need to. Chest down, head down, hands in strong claw shapes, or use your blocks if you want to. And like our pigeon pose, the more weight on this front leg, the more intense the pose. So the arms are here to lift us off of our leg if we need to, if it's a little bit too much. From here, micro bend with both knees. They're almost straight, yeah, but give them a micro bend because we're lifting back up. Backs of the hands together. Push down strongly through both legs to lift you back up. Interlace, flip, squeeze the back. Breathing here. Now release your fingers, drift your arms, circle them to the back, down, behind you. You have an option here. Stack your forearms on top of each other, or if you want to, coming into a hidden Anjali Mudra, a hidden prayer pose. This one can be really tough on the wrists, especially if it's your first time doing it, or you haven't done it in a long while like I have, or just the first go around for this. It's always tough on the wrists. So always pare it back. Lengthen up the spine. Don't lead with your head. Hinge from your hips. Click. A small tilt is enough if this is enough for you. Yeah? Or don't bow down. Keep looking forward. Come a little deeper, and a little deeper still if you want. You are always welcome to stop at an angle that suits you. Effort is okay. Pain is not. Release your arms from behind you. Coming back to our humble, intense side stretch. Now, from here, you are welcome to watch the next, what's going to happen next, and just rewind, yeah? Or come with me. Develop confidence, listen to the instructions. Stay here with your elbows bent, fingers forward, pointing forward, hands in line with your front foot if this is enough, or extend your arms forward and stay if this is enough. Or bring your hands to point towards the back and extend your arms. Walking your hands as far towards your back foot as they'll go. That's really intense for the front knee, for the front leg. Or for those who want to, with your hands spread, yeah, look at your thumbs. Crawl your forefingers towards your thumb and extend your thumb forward once again. That gives your elbows some space so that you can push your body up from your front leg. So we're adding a bit more weight. The arms are now catching a lot more of our weight. And once again, stay if this is enough, yeah? Or back knee bends and you're lifting up your leg in a flamingo stance, a flamingo pose. Breathing here, wherever you are, breathe. If you lifted your leg, bring it back down now. Bend both knees, hands forward, a la plank, back heel up. So we transitioned from a humble warrior for a moment to a low lunge for a moment, and then spring back, plank. All the way down or halfway. Keep changing up if you want to, yeah? Cobra, low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. Back up to plank. Bend the knees, push back, puppy pose, or downward facing dog. I do invite you to do some spinal waves here. Even if you've been using that static hold for this one, let's do some spinal waves, waving up and down, not forward and back. Heels up, knees and elbows bend, walk up. Just middle-ish of your mat. Hips sink, head up, backs of the hands together, and push yourself up. Last one for the left side. Squeeze the back, circle your arms down, bring awareness to your right leg. Left leg curls up, light interlacing of your fingers, and we all start here. You are welcome to stay or support your leg, hand under your knee, or hand on your foot. Plantar flex the ankle and flick the toes. My balance is better on this side. How about you? Breathe. Wherever you are, bring that leg out to the side. Keep adjusting all of these micro movements. It actually helps you stay in your balance, yeah? From here, release the pose. Bring your limbs to the back. I almost forgot our warrior 3. Squeeze the gluteal muscle And that informs the lift of the leg and the tilt of the body. Coming back up, ankle to knee, hands in a prayer pose. You're pressing in, yeah? You're always pressing in prayer pose. And bring the measure of your elbows down to the measure of your leg. I'm not editing out all of those small movements that I'm making, just to give you the confidence, especially for balancing poses. Come out of the pose if balance isn't cooperating. From here, release the pose, pump your knees if you need to, yeah? Left foot high up on your right thigh. And you're actually welcome to stay here in this very supported tree pose. Or if that foot slides, bring it past your knee and even down on the mat. Any position of the hands in your prayer pose, in a sapling, or a big canopy of your tree. Up to you. Up to you. It's hard to demonstrate and talk. So I'm paring it back to this pose. From here, your left leg steps back. You're relaxing your arms, roll the shoulders. Get an optimal distance between your feet, yeah? And widen them if you need to. If you need a bit more balance, lengthening up here. Interlace the fingers, wave the arms up, flip over, press, breathe. It's always nice to have deep breaths when the body is open like this. From here, squeeze the back muscles, release the fingers, allow your arms to drift out to the side. A moment in mountain pose for the arms and upper body. Then from here, hinge from your hips, belly down, chest down, head neutral. We're not really looking back. Head neutral. Support your humble, intense side stretch. You're welcome to use your blocks if you want. But just bring your hands in line with your front foot for now. From here, micro bend in both knees, backs of the hands together. Inhale, waving back up. Interlace on your way up. Flip over. Breathe. Release the arms. Circle them out to the sides. Down. Either stack or come back to your hidden prayer pose. Second go around is easier for the wrists, yeah? Or if you have any wrist injury, please avoid this. Just stack your forearms together. From here, don't look down, look forward, a little bit up if you want to. Hinge on your hips. A small tilt of the body is enough. Or all the way down. I'm staying here in this small tilt just to give you that confidence. Or you can also come as deep as you want to in this pose. Breathing. From here, wherever you are, release your arms and melt down on your front leg, coming back to your humble, intense side stretch. A practice in focusing and listening to your body, not the ego. Choose your pose. Hands in line with your front foot, or come through the different stages with me, yeah? Or walk your hands forward and a lot more weight on your front leg. Or reverse your arms. Walk your arms towards the back. Thumbs are pointing forward. 4 fingers, the other 4, pointing to the back. And walking your hands, crawling your hands closer to your back foot that is already really intense for the front leg. Or 4 fingers, crawl forward towards your thumb and extend your thumb back forward. So we just walked our arms closer by 1 hand span. Push down through your arms to lift the body up. And stay with this pose, with your arms, participating in this strength element of this pose. Or left leg curls up in our flamingo pose. Breathing here, breathing. Don't hold your breath. Poses like this tend to make us hold our breath. Breathe. Foot down if you've lifted. Bend both knees. Hands back forward a la plank. Last half low. From our humble warrior, heel up, low lunge, spring back, plank, lifting the head up, all the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, back up through plank, to puppy pose, to downward facing dog. Spinal wave. Deep full breath. From here, heels up, knees and elbows bend, and just walk. Walk yourself, top of the mat, and with as much grace as you can still muster, sit down. Check that you have space behind you. Adjust yourself as you need to. Then roll down. Rolling down, hugging your knees in. If you have a clip like I do or a ponytail, move it out of the way so that the head is nice and flat on the mat. Hug your knees in and do some SI joint massage. SI joint massage. Scooter is here with me, but he hasn't been feeling really well, so he's actually asleep, closer to the camera. From here, bring your feet to the edges of your mat. As like our other class, walk your feet as close to you as you can. Upper body, upper arms already in your Shavasana position or mountain pose, but down here on the mat. And do your window wipes. Window wipes, soft window wipes. A few window wipes with your feet. Hello. As close to you as your joints will allow. And just have a few more here, yeah? Before, I just told everyone you were sleeping. That's good. Sit down. Now let's crawl our toes forward, yeah? We're still doing our window wipes, but we are crawling our toes forward now until the legs are all the way down. Shavasana. Have a few full breaths down here. And again, feel for the pose. It's the same as mountain pose, but down on the mat. After a few moments here, you're welcome, by the way, to stay here as long as you want to, yeah? But when we're done, walk the feet back closer to your hips as you bring your arms up above the head. Excuse me, my love? Bring your arms up above the head, frame the head, and turn to your right side. I am turning towards my left because that's where my camera is. Then use your top hand, press it down strongly on the mat to lift you up. Follow through with the other hand and join me and Scooter down on the mat. Before popping up, come into your Siddhasana and just rock side to side. Just rock side to side. Hello, baby dog. If you have your fur babies with you and they want to join, just let them. Right? Right? After a few moments, of course, you can close your eyes and sit in silence for a bit. Or just enjoy the company. Enjoy the company. And after all of that, let's end our class. I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you in the next class and enjoy the rest of your day. Say bye-bye to everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're done. Yes, we are. Are you hungry?